Okay, so I'm here at the Academy with the man himself, Greg Nelson, and he saw a video that I was exploring last week talking about retention from half guard and side using the chicken wing. And so he saw, he's like, hey, I've got some stuff for you. So I came in and we're just in here working on some stuff. So we wanted to share it with you guys so you can see this. So Greg, you want to talk everyone through this? Let's slide down so they can see. You want to talk everyone through this?
So again, you're here, someone sees they have a gun and grab it. So now the whole goal is to lock this forearm and elbow out so I can't pull up.
Here, let's turn this a little bit so they can see from the top.
So I can't pull this up. And if I keep this hand over here, then it's going to be harder to sweep or reverse the other person. So now you got a couple of options. One, you roll onto your gun and you really trap it in there. See right there, that's how I started to pull my hand off because it's like a wrist lock. It can be a wrist lock. And plus there's so much torque on that, I don't have any room to pull my wrist out.
So if you guys can see that here, I've had this figure 4 locked up. Now I'm rolling with my shoulder down. So I'm using more ground and I'm locking up I'm folding his wrist underneath with a wrist lock right here because he's got his hand on my gun. So I've got some pain compliance, right? And that's going to persuade him to let go. Otherwise, he's going to get his wrist fucked up, correct?
Yep.
Okay. And so then what was next?
Next is if I get that off, or if I start to break the grip, or if I just want to get some more pressure, I can put this knee right here on the hip. Now, he still is able to keep his pressure on the gun, but now he can push away and it forces my wrist to bend. Now I'm getting a wrist lock. So I'm right here trying to hold on to that thing, and all of a sudden it's taking the grip off the gun, and it's just it's also tweaking my wrist.
And then also, correct me if I'm wrong, there's a sweep from here, right?
Yes. So
go ahead.
Once you're here and you got a good grip on this, he can start to straighten his body out and see how that opens up. Boom, now I fall off. Or I'm gonna try to catch my base and naturally pull my hand out. So big thing here is trying to use the body as much as possible to prevent me from being able to get that. And now once I'm here, if he just tries to turn and sweep, there's not a lot of torque in my shoulders. I can sink back like this, which, it's taking a hand off the gun. But his goal is to pull my shoulders forward. So he straightens his body out. Look what happens to my shoulders. They get pulled forward. Now he can sweep. And come forward.
Got it. So from the top, what we were working on last week is if I hit this figure 4, if he's reaching here, now he starts to reach across with the other hand. Can you see this? He doesn't have any place to post. So if I pull on this chicken wing here, now I can roll him the other way. So that's one option. Next option from half, this could be from guard too, right?
Yes. Anywhere.
Or side, anywhere. So from this figure 4, as I lock this up, is I start turning onto my side, and that just gives me added strength and retention and puts a lot of pressure on his wrist. Now if I can get a knee in and extend, that puts even more pressure and it pulls his shoulders forward. Now I can start to sweep him over and work from there. Good. Anything else?
I think on that basic one, that's pretty good for now. Without getting too complicated, because you don't want to get complicated.
Right. Any variations from side that we should think about?
So same thing. Pretty much the same right here. Yeah. Because now, once you start rolling, look what happens to my shoulders. I already started to tilt. Now, once you do that, and you start to turn and tilt, now you're going to sweep the knee. And now look at
now you're
pushed off my hip. Or I'm going to have to base out, which I now have no strength with my arm. Exactly.
All right.
So trying to keep things as fast as possible.
Yeah. So retention, it's all about retention. Retention is key, right? We have our IDS hierarchy, which goes concealment, retention, posture, position, escape, submission. We have to know how to retain. We got to remember, if they're going for your gun, then they are showing lethal intent. So you have to know ways that you can retain and know ways that you can access from all different positions. So we're gonna build on this more, but you're gonna see coming out soon, we got our IDS weapons-based grappling algorithm version 1. That'll be coming out soon. And then we're building right now on IDS weapons-based grappling algorithm version 2. So stay tuned, go drill it. Thanks guys. Thanks Greg.